Ooh, that don't look good.
What?
That don't look good. I look really dark.
What's the lighting in here, babe?
Yeah. And then I probably also have my. Hold on, I hope I don't not. Oops.
Start trivial conversation. Still on the top, babe.
Huh?
Let's start off from the top.
Oh, true that. Y'all hold on. I'm trying to get this together, y'all.
That's how we start before.
Turn that light up. Maybe that's helpful. There we go. Still kind of saturated. Still kind of.
I think it's your phone settings.
I know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
All right, I'm gonna share this thing.
We're live.
We are live, starting at 8 o'clock sharp. It's 7:59 now.
Because we don't do late.
All right, well, explain what we're doing, babe, while I do this.
So we are here answering your questions. We ask everyone to send us questions that they want to know about us and about Bochy's Place. We are doing this live Q&A because we are still in the process of raising money for Bochy's Place, which happens to be a transitional home for women who have been victimized by human trafficking. We've been partners with them for a little over a year now, and it's really near and dear to our hearts. Now, they need money to help run this house, okay? In case y'all didn't know. There we go. If you didn't know, it takes money to help people, okay? I just didn't know if y'all knew that or not. Because sometimes people think stuff just happens, but no, it don't. It takes funds. It takes $110,000 up to this point a year to run a home for these ladies. So we're doing our part along with, I don't know how many other people are involved in this fundraiser, but there's like groups of people, and we are a group, and we are raising $1,000 towards the budget. We have raised so far $280.
Good job, guys.
But it ain't enough though.
Show them that.
It's not enough. Okay, so we want to raise this $1,000, and we need to do it by December 31st. December 31st. That's like almost 2 weeks away from here.
Yep. So I'm just getting all the links and stuff together and posting and all that so that you guys can give to this cause. But we're doing a Q&A. So tell them how this is going to work, babe.
So basically, we have questions from friends and family and followers, and we're going to be answering those questions as to the best of our ability. And if you have a question while we're here live, go ahead and do that. Post your question. We want to answer it. And if we get a question that we don't want to answer, we're going to scroll right past it. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're going to scroll right past it if we don't want to answer that question.
All right. You ready for this, babe?
Did you share it to my page?
I already did.
Do you share it to your page?
Well, I'm not logged in as me, so.
Well, you can share it to your friend's page, though.
You can do that?
You can do that.
All right. Well, I'll try it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, babe, do you have any questions for me? Anything you want to know before
I want to know, how was your day?
It was good because I was here the whole day with you. You made me stay home.
He's salty because I made him stay home because he hurt his back yesterday. And me trying to be a good wife said, babe, hey, why don't you stay home and let me help you, so that you can be good, so you can be strong. And
watch tomorrow's video blog to find out why I struggle sometimes.
He literally pouted. He was literally like pouting. I'm like, just text your boss. Just tell him you're not coming in. And he's just so like.
It's a whole thing. Watch tomorrow's video blog.
Just such a.
All right, let's get started. We're 2 minutes in. It's 8:02.
Still talking.
Let's get started.
I was still answering your question, babe.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you want to say anything before I answer your question?
No, just donate to the cause. We just commented the link below, so donate. It's also a link in our bio if you're on Instagram. Donate to Bochy's Place Fundraiser. Raise $1,000 by December 31st. Thank you for everyone who is tuning in. Let us get started. Are we going down in order here of this list or what?
I think we should.
Okay. So which one are viewer questions?
Well, these all the way up to this one.
Are things that people asked us?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the organic questions.
Got you. Okay.
Organic is something that we use in the social media world.
Really?
Yeah, so you have organic followers, and then you have those
the robo followers.
Then you have the robo followers. Then you have those ones that you kind of solicited, you know, there's a whole system to the social life.
I see.
Yeah, so these are the organic questions.
The organic questions.
Yes,
okay.
The rest of them, they're like
organic question number 1. Organic question number 1, Q&A.
Let me say it, because I talk clear to you sometimes.
Okay.
First question. When did y'all first realize you wanted to be together? You go first.
Why about that? Tell you to go
because
first.
Because I need to calculate my thoughts.
I need to calculate my thoughts too. That's an interesting one. Which is funny because I see that one of the last organic questions is, "What was your first opinion of me?" Which is probably
this is the actual husband wife tagging thing.
Yeah, I know. Or whatever. Anyway, the first opinion of me one. That one I think is going to tie into this one. So,
okay.
But when did I feel crossover? Well, no,
answer.
I answered this question. This is less when I knew first wanted to beat it because we talked about this before in one of our videos, Jalen Cacie stories on our YouTube channel.
Check that out. Okay, everything you want to know about Jalen Cacie pretty much is in our.
Yeah, we had a video about how we met and how we started dating.
Go to our bios, to our links, and all that.
But one of the things I mentioned in that video blog was that there was a moment, and this is more a moment of when I realized I had to be with Cacie. Ooh. We were at the gym and we were working out, and we were just friends. Yeah. And I was back and forth about Cacie, whether or not I was going to go to her father and ask for her hand in marriage and all that. So
my husband's very expressive with his hands.
We were at the gym, and I was at the squat rack, so I was resting in between sets. And Cacie had just finished doing something else, so she kind of walked up to me and was just kind of like waiting around, I guess.
Was it the glistening of the sweat and the muscles that I had back then?
Anyway, so I'm standing there, and so squat rack, there's like the part that's on the floor, the leg on the floor. Mm-hmm. She kind of just like stepped up on it, and then kind of like fell back off because like it's hard to balance on it. But she's kind of stepped up on it while I was standing in the squat rack, so that was like a barrier between us, this little thing. But then she stepped on top of it, and it brought her pretty close to me. And I don't think she really realized because she wasn't really looking at me. She was kind of looking down at her feet, and then just kind of playfully fell off. But she got real close to me, and my heart kind of jumped for a second, and I was like, and then she fell back off, and that was it. I kind of looked at her, and I, what I was doing. But that moment, I was like,
so you felt this vibe. You just had to have me. So for the Instagrammers, if you're just joining, we're doing a live Q&A. You can ask us any questions that you want to know about us or the fundraiser that we are doing right now. We're still in our fundraiser to raise $1,000.
As you're watching, comment your question. We'll answer it live on the air.
And again, like I said, we reserve the right to scroll through your question if we don't want to answer it. Okay?
All right, but go ahead, ask your questions. Ask multiples.
Oh, I didn't answer this.
Yeah, go ahead.
When did I first realize you wanted to be together? When did I first realize? I really don't know, Jalen, when I really first realized. It's so many little moments.
Pick a moment.
I'm trying. Because I'm complicated like that. Like, it's just like, it's so many moments. I am. I don't know how to answer that question. I guess when Dad came to me and was like, hey, he's cool, we like him, you can marry him if you want him. And I was like, what? So I had time to kind of process the whole thing, if I really wanted to be with you, and, and I said yes.
I think you didn't figure it out until after we got married.
You're probably kind of right. But by that time, I was like a little bit too late.
That's a whole video to itself, because you got to decide over and over again that you want to be with your spouse. Definitely, I can get like lower this headroom center a little more. I feel like I'm kind of off center.
It don't have to be perfect though. What? You gonna drop the phone?
I ain't gonna drop it. I ain't gonna drop it.
Okay. Now you want to have got some
we better.
Skills.
Boom. Okay, next up. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Where'd you go? You go to a new house. Yes. We're house shopping right now, guys.
I will go to a new house.
You go to your new house.
I was actually talking to my moms today. My mom, his mom. And I was telling them, I said, I'm really a homebody. I like home. I like being home. I like being around my family. I like around my friends. Yes, I would love to travel and see parts of the world, but I am really okay with being home. Like, I really like home. If I don't know. I don't really have a place in mind, like, where I feel like I just really, 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 really want to go right now. I really don't.
It's more like, what do you want to do? There's all things I want to do.
Yeah.
And I can do them all from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, same with me. I mean, I've got places like, I want to say bucket list, places that's like, yeah, I want to see here. I want to go to Texas. I want to go to a Southwest Believers Convention.
I think that I really would like...
I want to visit Bochy's Place headquarters.
Would you guys like... No, she asked me a question. Would you like to visit Charlotte, North Carolina? Nah, I don't actually. Been there, not impressed. No, seriously. Would you like to visit Virginia though? Mm-hmm.
That's the question.
That's the question though. I know who you is. What am I about to say? Actually, I think I would like to go to Paris. Just to say I've been to Paris.
I would probably go to like Venice
because
first.
I feel like, that's like something to say that makes you feel kind of bougie. Yes, I've been to Paris. Paris, France.
I used to really want to go to Tokyo, Japan.
I know. Oh my gosh. You don't understand how bad this boy wanted to go to Tokyo. What was your fascination about Tokyo anyway?
I was like, Japan, Japanese culture at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of got over it though. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we want to go to our new house.
Yeah.
You see our house out there? Let us know. Oh goodness. Okay.
What was that laugh?
What's your favorite food?
Food that is good. But I think my favorite food for real is pizza. I really do like pizza. I do. I can eat pizza almost anytime. You
gotta do categories because what's your favorite? Like dinner, breakfast, dessert, lunch, that kind of thing.
There's dessert pizza. There's lunch pizza.
Right.
There's all kinds.
I've never seen you eat a dessert pizza.
Yeah, but there is. I've had it.
I've had a fruit pizza one time. Okay. That was good.
But no, I think overall I like bread. I like all kinds of breads.
And doughy things. Potatoey things.
So
you like carbs?
I do. Carbs are good.
Her favorite food is carbs. That's the answer. French fries and carbs.
French fries, yes.
That's your favorite food?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. I know you, babe.
Yes.
My favorite food is a combination of, it varies between like fried chicken, pizza, chicken. Or cheeseburger. Honestly, but it kind of varies. Favorite vegetable is broccoli.
But if you could only eat one out of the three, which one would you eat the most?
Like,
you said chicken.
I would keep fried chicken. I would keep fried chicken. Because I feel like you get more versatility.
Plus, it's like the godly bird, so we gotta keep chicken.
Yeah, you keep chicken. Yeah. Chick-fil-A right there. Chick-fil-A. So that's we go favorite food. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we are doing the live Q&A, husband and wife Q&A, raising money for Bochy's Place. The link is in the comments. Link is in our bio. If you're watching on Instagram, you want to donate to Bochy's Place. If you have already donated or you don't know if you're going to donate, share it. Share the link to what we're doing. Talk about
We've raised $280 so far. $280 so far.
Thank you to everyone who
donated. But it's not enough. We need more.
We're going for 1,000 by December 31st. So thank you very much. We're answering questions. So ask us a question. We will answer it. Thank you very much. What's a talent you don't have that you wish you did?
You can go first on this one because I kind of know what that is.
Probably one that you wish I had too, singing. And not like I'm just like wistful. Like, oh man, really, I like me. So everything that I do, I am actually kind of good with it. But it's something that I feel like will be very useful. It will be singing, because then I feel like I would be like the ultimate threat. Like I would be unstoppable if I could sing. Like there would be no stopping me, man. It'd probably be kind of dangerous if I could sing, honestly. But I thought that's the one thing holding me back that I can't sing. So I would probably add that talent onto myself. Other than that, I also struggle to whistle. Yeah, I feel like I will figure it out at some point, but I just have not cracked that.
Why don't you whistle? I remember telling him back in the day, I was like, "Little babe, you can't whistle, just clap." And you see,
you look good, babe.
You look good, babe. You can't whistle at me, but you look good. Yes,
oh, yes. Applause.
Yes.
What about you?
I would say drawing.
Yep. You would say that.
Because I really love artists. Like, I'm artistic. Not autistic, but I'm artistic. And I really, really always had a love for artists that can paint and draw and sketch. When I was younger, I used to sketch and paint. I think there's a little something in there, but for me, it was always more challenging for me to really do it. I remember my dad back in the day, he brought me easels and paints and all this stuff, and I just knew I was Bob Ross in the making. Like I actually had Bob Ross paint kit, and I had an easel and everything, and I still have my canvas around here somewhere where I painted, and oh my gosh, it's garbage, but nonetheless. And I went to art school or some classes in the summer, So I was serious. You know, I had like the charcoal pencils. Them things are not cheap. I was legit with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really passionate about learning how to draw and sketch. And I wasn't that bad. I mean, you could see potential because my dad could draw. My sister could draw. It's just a fascination with me. I think it's just awesome for somebody to be able to see something, either in their imagination or something, and draw it and just be like lifelike. I really, 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 really like that. So if I had a talent that I could just like draw and be my thing.
If you're watching us on Facebook, share this video just so more people can start watching it. Once again, we're raising money for Bochy's Place. We're doing a live Q&A. Husband and wife get questions here. If you have a question, comment it now, and we'll answer your question. If you're on Facebook or here on Instagram, comment your question.
We want to know we want to answer what you want to know.
But we're doing this for charity. We're fundraising for Bochy's Place, a transitional home for women rescued from human trafficking. We've raised $280 of our $1,000 goal so far. We're raising $1,000 by December 31st. So if you're watching and you want to give, it's in the comments now. We're going to post it again later on our page. We posted about it for the past month. So if you haven't seen it by now, you just haven't paid attention. But it's in the link in our bio on Instagram. Give any amount you have, and then share about it. It's for a good cause. That's why we're doing this.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Next up, we've got invisibility or flying.
So we're answering questions.
Yeah.
So the question is invisibility or flying.
What special ability, superpower would you like to have? If you got a question, comment your question. Invisibility or flying, what would you have, babe?
I think I would do invisibility.
Of course you would. I know that you're answering these questions already. We haven't even discussed it. I know.
I would do invisibility because, I mean, for real, how cool would it be to be in a room?
Well, because you stare at people now. Yes. So this would just upgrade your ability to stare at people.
I am a professional people watcher. I am. I'm a pro at it. I like to watch people, and this would definitely give me the ability to watch people in a more, detailed way. Plus, if I need to fly, I could be on a plane. Nobody would know I was there. I could fly for free.
Okay, but your seat might still get sold if someone's sitting
Okay, but I'm just saying. Nobody really would know I was there. I probably could still be on the plane.
All right, so here's the thing.
I'm sure there's always an empty seat somewhere available.
Practically, invisibility is most useful. And I do the same thing in case that I like watching people. It's troublesome, though, because when you're a man, it's like, are you looking at that woman? No, I'm really not trying to look at her in like a sexual way. It's just, I like watching people. People are interesting. I just like looking at people and examining them. And then we'll talk about stuff. We'll be like, yeah, this. And people, and it's weird because we were talking about like body types and body, because we're all into fitness and stuff. And it's like, so it'll look bad if you catch me looking, but it's like, I'm really not trying to do that. I like watching people. But it is, so invisibility will make that easier. Problem is, I know I'll get myself into trouble. I would go places I don't need to be. I'll end up someplace, and if it ever shut off or something went wrong,
like your invisibility just went out.
Like, it's too dangerous. Like, I just know me is better if I didn't have the ability. But all that being said, even with all that, even if I could make it work perfectly, I'll still choose flying because I really like the idea of just, get up off the ground, go into the clouds, just fly.
I don't like heights, so it's probably why I'm not choosing flying. But I guess if it was a natural ability to fly, then I'd probably be okay.
Now you combine the two, you can fly people's windows, just look like what y'all doing. And it's kind of flew on. But anyway, I would probably actually choose flying, honestly. I think something about it does something for my soul, the sense of like escape and just go and just
you like
explore the skies.
Anyway, babe, so yeah.
It would be risky for the fly. All right, next up. When did we meet?
We met
in 1994 or 5. Yeah, it had to be 94, 95.
Yeah.
When my parents joined the church, I think they joined in 94.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I mean, I really wouldn't call it meeting because he was a kid.
So when did we start interacting? I guess the question.
That was 2000 something. Whenever the media ministry started. Focus. Yeah, we are a little out of focus over here. Tell me. Okay. Because I don't think you can fix it. This is Facebook.
Well, you can. Generally, you do all the time after recap. Can we get a focus, please?
Anyway, you were interrupting the question.
Sorry,
okay. Whenever the media ministry started, that's when we started interacting as friends, or we actually met. When was that?
That'd be around 2010, maybe like 2009.
You're unfocused, trying to make this.
I am,
focus.
but to answer your question, it'd be 2009, 2010. I think.
Okay.
It was around the time, maybe 2008. I think it's more 2009.
Yeah.
You were the leader of the media ministry in our church. So
I was a dope leader too.
I was her
sidekick.
I was going to say your title was producer. I was also producer. So we had similar titles. So we worked together, and that's when we first started interacting, getting to know each other, and it was not love at first sight.
Oh, it wasn't. I didn't really like him that much.
That's get into the next. But we're going to get to that question in a second. But that's when we met. What's something good, cool about each other that you didn't know before? Once again, if you got questions, ask a question, participate, throw a comment out there, and ask us a question. Once again, this is a live Q&A. We're raising money for Bochy's Place. It's a transitional home for women rescued from human trafficking. It's a good cause. It is Christmas time. You feel like you want to do something good, do something charitable, celebrate Jesus' birthday, then go ahead and do that. Link is in our bio. That's a comment here on Facebook.
Why is it on focus?
Bills bother me too. Yeah. So anyway, if you want to give to the cause, wow, babe. Link in our bio.
Boom, I fixed it though.
You did fix it. Booyah. The link is in our bio. Shout out to my sister who just commented. Smile. Is that a heart face? Hi.
It's heart eyes.
Love eyes. Thank you for love eyes. But yeah, you want to give, go click the link. We're sharing it all over our pages. Link is in our bio. Link is here in this comment.
Can we get some love?
Get some love, some likes.
And
ask us a question. We're answering questions live. So comment a question. We're answering questions live. All right. So what's something good / cool about each other that you didn't know before you got married? That we learned after we got married.
It's funny because I actually talked about this yesterday. I said I didn't realize just how domestic you were, and I appreciate it because I kind of came into marriage thinking that I was going to be the typical wife, do the cooking, cleaning, yada yada, all that good stuff. But you actually came in and was like, "No, I got this. I'm here to make your life easier, and so I will clean for you, babe. As long as you feed me, I will clean the kitchen." I'm like, yo, okay, I got you.
She's gotten used to it. Even today.
So I am really spoiled now, like for real. So now that he's been down today, his back issues and stuff. And I came, I'm like, babe, you go clean the kitchen? I mean, like, he spoiled me in that area. So I was surprisingly shocked.
Pleasantly surprised
that he was domestic. Now, I still do it better than you. But nonetheless, I appreciate it so much.
You thank my mom for that.
Yeah. His mom raised him very well. I appreciate it.
Something that I've been learned about Cacie. Well, so I didn't realize she would be. Thank you, Denzel. Shout out to Denzel E. Barnes who just donated to the cause. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Once again, you could donate to Bochy's Place. Once again, share this video. Share the link.
Said you're welcome. Thank you.
But so you can donate anytime. Let us know if you donate. Comment your questions. Raise money for Bochy's Place, transitional home for women rescued from human trafficking. Well, I learned about there's a question here. Make sure it doesn't get lost.
Yeah,
but just remember it. But what I learned about Cacie is. Well, we knew we kind of liked a lot of the same shows. We were very good at binge watching together. I think most couples are.
I'm a binge watcher, professional.
I didn't know that there's an anime that me and my brother watched together called Naruto. And I didn't know that she would be into that. And I kind of wanted her to watch it so I could share it with her. And she finally decided to watch it because she got tired of me and my brother talking about it and referencing it. And her not understanding
let's back up, though, because when we were in dating and stuff, and he'd be like, so this weekend, I'm gonna spend it with my brother because we had to catch up on Naruto. And I'm like, really? So I'm hanging out at the house watching him and his brother talk about Naruto and just do this stuff. I'm sitting there like, oh my god. So this was like a regular thing. So eventually I'm like, you know what? Let me just, this came in. Let me just do this and see what this Naruto life is all about. And I so happened to like it. So
she liked it. So it was fun to talk about it with her. We had all these discussions, deep spiritual discussions about the show and everything. It's a lot of fun. And this is a lot of different shows. Like, I'm more into the nerdy stuff like comic books, superhero stuff like that. And she's not into it as heavily as I am. Yeah. Video games, same thing. But when I start talking about it, she will actually listen, and she will actually ask questions. And
so I have an acquaintance with it.
I just like to talk about it. Even though I know she doesn't understand all of it, I just like talking about it. So she will actually, maybe she's just humoring me, I don't know. But she will actually ask questions.
Interesting sometimes.
Yeah, it's interesting to encourage her, I guess. So she's interested enough that she'll ask questions and I'll have fun explaining it. So I just like that we share those things together. And I did not know that. There was a season of time where we were just binge watching Naruto and I was just like, I'm in love with this.
Michaela,
right
I'm telling you, I know you're not interested right now, but you might. Don't give up hope. You might become interested. Sometimes you might be surprised. And, you might become a Naruto fan. You might. Don't never say never.
But it just brought us closer together. All right.
So, question. What is your favorite cake flavor? Hands down, I think carrot cake. And if you're asking because you plan on sending me a cake, thank you. But yes, carrot cake is my favorite flavor.
Strawberry.
Yes, this dude's a strawberry. Like, babe, you know what? My husband has like the most girliest flavors that he likes when it comes to food. Like, seriously.
Sure do.
Strawberry, strawberry, strawberry. You know, not chocolate, not peanut butter, not strawberry.
Yep.
Yes. But yes, carrot cake is my favorite, and I think my second favorite is like red velvet. Yeah.
Red velvet.
Red velvet.
Oh, I like spice cake though. I do like that like in the holiday time. It's pretty good. I forgot what this was, and I remember that you put a bobby pin in my hair. Tell me, what is this hard thing in my hair?
Because you got this little curl sticking out on the side like an antenna, so you gotta, you know. I'm a stylist, babe. I got arsenal.
Once again, you got questions, ask your questions, leave comments. Thank you for that question live. We're answering them live. Any question you want. If we don't want to answer it, we won't answer it. What was your first opinion of me? I'm waiting to get to this one.
My first opinion of you was kind of nerdy, but very introverted in a way, because no matter how many people was in the room or in our space, you could always find Jalen in a corner somewhere with a book or reading a book on his phone or some sort. His head was
once
always,
smartphones started becoming more prevalent, switched to phones, but before that,
so his head was always down. He didn't talk very much. He didn't say a lot. But then when he would talk, people would listen, you know. So that intrigued me. Like, why is everybody listening to this dude that never says anything? But literally, you wouldn't know he was there because he really wouldn't involve himself in things.
He was interested in being involved.
No, I mean, he's much different now, but you're still that way in a sense.
Like the world of books back then. I read a lot of like fantasy, sci-fi, fiction books, and I just like the worlds of that stuff.
So my opinion of you was something's off about you. Like, I need to figure it out.
That's the thing. It's intriguing. It'd be different if I was just some boisterous jock type personality. She wouldn't be interested. Nothing deep there.
Yeah, because I don't like jerks.
Cacie likes projects. So as you look, you're something underneath the surface. She wants to get in there, find out how you tick, and start.
Because I am a counselor at heart. I am a counselor at heart. Like, I like to endeavor into the psyche of people. I want to know what makes you tick.
She just did not know she was getting sucked into the black hole of Jalen, and she would never be able to escape. She didn't know what she was getting into.
You trapped me by accident. Like, I literally fell in love with you accidentally because I was not playing with this.
She left me alone.
No, I should have, like, that door was locked. I was like, what's that red X for? Like,
stay out.
I should have stayed out.
You did. You
but it's too late now. Now I'm like bound to him for life.
Mm-hmm. Your fault. My first video of Cacie, she was kind of jerky. No, remember my first major interaction with you. We were not friends. We were not hanging out. We were just in the same church. But you had me take a picture of you and one of your friends. And I think it was taking me a while to figure it out because it was on a cell phone or something. I was familiar with that. I had the technology that you had. And you made some little snide remark about me not figuring it out fast enough or doing it wrong or something. And I was like, okay, jerk.
So I became a jerk because of that one.
Well, that was my first opinion of you based off of that. And so that was it. You was kind of jerky. Besides that, you also didn't talk. You were also in the corner for a lot of times. So I would like talk to your siblings and stuff. I have relationships with them. But you kind of just like what about Cacie? And I was like, I didn't have a relationship with you. So you weren't really, so the first time you interact with me, you say something jerky. I'm like, okay, jerk. And that was it. So that was my first opinion of you. But that was before we got to know each other. It's before the media ministry, before we got to know each other. So
I was a jerk and you was a nerd. So a nerd and a jerk came together. And here we are.
Although when we first started acting in the media ministry, I thought you were a good leader. You had good leadership ability and skill. And I would go to bat for you. I thought you were a cool and calm and collected person. So I thought about that once we actually started interacting for real. Mm-hmm. So
first impression, I was jerk.
First impression. Once again, we are doing this live Q&A, raising money for Bochy's Place. It is a home for women rescued from human trafficking. It is a very great cause to do amazing things to help women reintegrate into society and heal in the blood of Jesus. So if you want to give to this cause, which is the reason why we're doing this and giving us information about ourselves, doing a live Q&A, we're doing this for that reason, then hit the link that's commented here on Facebook or scroll down our Facebook page because we get the link everywhere. If you're on Instagram, it's the link in our bio. Donate any amount of money, share the link, share the fundraiser, say, hey, do something great for Christmas, change someone's life. We have raised $280. We're getting to $1,000 before December 31st. Join the cause, be a part of it. Someone already gave while watching this. Thank you to that person who gave. You can be a part of it too.
You can be a part of it too.
And also ask us any questions you got. Comment them and we'll answer them live.
And we will reserve the right to scroll past them if we don't want to answer.
How did you know I was the one? You gotta answer this one first. How did you know I was the one?
Because I could not get you out of my brain. Like, I don't care how many times I would try to move forward in my thought. Let me rewind a little bit. See, before Jalen came a part of my life, I would envision my husband, but he never had a face. And then you came along, and then you put your face on my dream. So then it became, you was always in my mind. And, yeah. And so I got to a point where I was like, okay, God, this is it. I'm done with him. Trash the idea of being with him. I don't want this. So I threw in the garbage, and I said, God, just erase any feelings, any thoughts, anything like that.
The black flashy thing?
Yes, I did. I'm done with it. Like, done. And that happened. Like, for real. I was over it. And then my dad brought it back up. He was like, I was in the presence of God, and the Lord told me to Jalen your husband. Like, what?
He didn't say that.
No, I know. Look, I'm exaggerating. But, no, basically, my dad was like, you've been praying, and you think he'd be a good husband for you. And I'm like, what? I just put him in the garbage. Now I got to go in the garbage, get him out, and revisit this. So, yeah.
For me, well, first off, you watch our videos, you know that we have an interesting outlook on the concept of the one. So I'm not going to get into all of that, but I chose Cacie. Cacie wasn't chosen for me.
Yeah.
But I'll say this moment, there was a moment when I solidified that she is going to be the one. I'm going to choose her as the one for me. And it was after I was coming to a decision of like, yeah, I think I want to marry Cacie, but I was still conflicted about it for various reasons. Once again, watch our videos, you'll see what those various reasons were. But I went to prayer and said, Lord, I'm not gonna be conflicted about this. I'm gonna do this. I gotta do this, and I can't do it because someone else told me I could, or because someone said it was a good idea. Because once again, on my end, same thing. My parents were all approving and everything, but I knew I couldn't just do it because my parents said that it was a good that they liked her. Because if something went wrong 10 years down the road after being married, I can't blame them if I want to get out of this marriage.
I'm gonna blame my daddy. I sure am. If for some God forbidden reason that something go wrong, I'm blaming my daddy. Daddy. Because daddy.
Now you're being silly because this counteracts everything we're talking about.
I am being silly. No, seriously. Because I did say yes to this.
Yeah. So anyway, there was a moment where I went before the Lord, and this is something key for everybody. If you're not married and you were wondering, like, how do I know? I went before the Lord. I said, all right, Lord, I want you to reveal Cacie to me and get this vision in my heart so I can hold on to this forever. And I know no matter what comes, no matter what goes, this is my woman. This is the woman. So I did that, and he revealed her to me as he saw her and everything that he saw for her in the future. It was a beautiful image. I fell in love with that image, and I was like, that's the woman I want to marry. And so now, if there's ever a moment of she's getting on my nerves, or she ain't acting right, this don't look like I expected it, because once you get married, we've had videos about this. This is not what we expected it to be. But I remember that image that God showed me, and some of the stuff is still forthcoming. Some of the stuff He showed me about her hasn't even come to fruition yet. But I remember that image. I'm holding on to that image no matter what I have to see right here and now.
Like sometimes you print an image out and you stick it to my face. Like, this is what I saw when I said yes to you.
Thankfully, though, she is beautiful every day with her. I love her, so I don't have to do a whole lot of go in my prayer closet, having to try to stay. I enjoy being.
I wish I could say the same about you.
But whatever. But so that's where it came from. When I saw that image, I was like, "Yep, Cacie is my one. She is the one that I'm going
I'm
after."
Your one. I'm your one. I like that. My one.
To quote Friends, "You're my lobster."
Hashtag my one. I like that. So, a question from Denzel E. Burns. What's one place you want to travel to that you haven't been to?
You missed it. We already talked about this.
I think you already answered that question.
Go back in the video.
I said Paris.
I said no. Well, we said her house. She wants to go to her.
Yeah, I want to go to my new house first, then Paris.
I said maybe Venice, but I'm good. Oh, Texas. I do want to go to Texas. Visit the headquarters of Bochy's place.
Yes.
Next, how long did it take to plan a wedding?
Longer than necessary.
I don't want to talk about this. We need a whole video for this one. I don't want to talk about
longer than necessary.
We still stand by this truth, and we give this marriage advice to anybody that asks us, what should you do for a wedding? Go to the Justice of Peace, say I do, sign a certificate, and go home.
What's the sad thing about it is that prior to getting married, prior to getting engaged, prior to even being in a relationship, I had read all these books from people who got married, and they talk about the things you should focus on, what you shouldn't focus on, and it's all about you and your loved one, blah, 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 blah. Keep it simple, keep it authentic, and all that stuff, And so when the opportunity came for me to plan a wedding, all of that went out the window. Like, for some reason, we just go into like default mode, and it became a whirlwind of just a lot of work, a lot of stuff that we didn't plan for. It became stressful, and I was like, ugh. And I think towards the end, middle part of it was like, can we just get married? You know, can we just go just as a piece? And
I legitimately suggested that. There's no way for us to pull it off. But I was like,
but it was like, but then at that point, it was a little bit too late because we realized our parents, we had, you know, put a lot of money into this already. It was too late, and we probably pissed a lot of people off, and we had just eloped and got married because we definitely was like, we should just elope and just go because I'm over this. I'm just so over it. But hey.
So how long did it take? I mean, we got engaged in September. We got married in September.
I think we're still planning, actually, to be honest.
Well, let me put it like that, because the wedding that you wanted, we never actually got.
Yeah.
We got a dumbed down version based on the money and the time that we had available. Mm-hmm. And so, like I said, we should have just been like, you know what, we'll do this sometime. We'll reconvene on this in about 10 years.
But settled. I have an awesome anniversary wedding redo coming up at some point. I will send out invitations when I get ready.
When did we get married?
September 3rd, 2016. Time goes by so fast. It's
2 years now.
It seems like it was just yesterday. Like, in a weird way, it seemed like it was just yesterday, but then you do walk away and be like, dang, it has been a minute now. Wow. That was like, how many days for your birthday?
4.
4 days before his birthday.
That's the next question. How long have we been married? 2 years and, 3 months?
Yeah.
Yep, 2 years, 3 months.
So he had the ultimate present for his birthday. Hello. That was so.
I get that. How did you propose? There's a video on that too.
Yeah, we should put that link up sometime and just share that.
Oh, we haven't done a Jalen Cacie stories on that yet. On proposal.
No, we probably should.
We're gonna do one. That's coming up.
Okay, so how did we propose? Okay, if you haven't heard the story, here it is. You probably have heard it before, but just pretend like you haven't. Anyways, it was September. It was September 12th, I believe it was. I want to say it was the 11th or the 12th. It was whichever that Saturday was in 2016. That's the Saturday that we got engaged. And prior to that, I thought he was going to ask me to marry him because it was his birthday time. And he took me out to this really fancy restaurant and we got all dressed up. And I was like, okay, he's going to propose to me. And I'm going to be ready and I'm going to pretend like I'm really proud, like I'm ready for this. And it was a perfect scenario because the restaurant, it wasn't super crowded or anything like that. It was almost just like just you and I there. And I'm just waiting for him to ask. And it never happened. I was so disappointed. But I didn't let you know that. I didn't. I was like, oh, okay, you taking me home now? Like, maybe we wait till I get to the front porch and, you know, be all romantic about it. That didn't happen. And I can remember telling you, listen, Leroy. I'm going to get my nails done, okay? And I'm going to need you to propose to me when my nails are still good, okay? So, that was a week earlier. So, it was a Saturday morning. And at that time, Periscope, if anybody know about Periscope, it's a...
now defunct.
Nobody periscopes anymore.
It still exists, but
nobody
as popular as it was at the time.
But, you know, it was kind of popular right then. Everybody was periscoping. And, you know, he wasn't big into social media. He's still not, but we do it for the sake of ministry. But he didn't get a periscope. I was kind of pressuring him to get one. And so it's Saturday morning. We had plans to go out later, but I didn't have to work that day. So I was kind of laying in bed later. And I get this ping on my phone and I see that he's on Periscope. And I'm like, what? He's on Periscope? When did he get a Periscope account? So obviously I'm gonna tune in. So I tune into Periscope and he's standing at a gazebo in my parents' neighborhood. It was kind of like our spot where we would go sometimes because it's over a lake.
We had a picnic for her birthday.
Yeah, we used to go out there and do picnics and stuff like that. Anyway, so he's standing there waiting for me to tune in. I mean, babe, you was really hoping that I would tune in.
I knew you.
Okay.
I knew you.
Because, you know, I could have been like in deep sleep or something.
My plans are foolproof.
Whatever.
I successfully surprised you every time once.
So I get on, and he sees that I'm on, and then he invites me to meet him at our special spot. And I'm like, oh my God, this dude is not doing this right now. Immediately, my heart just started beating real fast. And understand that I'm like, hadn't even brushed my teeth yet. I had no makeup on. I didn't know what I was going to wear or anything. So I'm just frantically trying to figure something out. It was just ridiculous. So I rush to get dressed. I drive to the spot, and I see his brother in the bushes with a camera, and I'm like, this is not happening right now. And I have a weird emotions. Like, my emotions are kind of slow. We calculate too much what's going on. So I walk up to the gazebo's little pathway, and then he's standing in the middle of some red roses that he put out, and he's standing there waiting for me. And I remember coming up to you saying, shut up. I just told you to shut up before you said anything. And then he broke this, story about our love and our lives, and he told me I was the hero of the story, and yada yada yada. And then he gets on one knee and he asks me to marry him, and I'm like, yes.
Your ugly cry.
I know, I was crying, and it was an ugly cry, and I was just like,
what you having on video? I'm
we would have to reshare that video. And of course, our friends and family that was online, they was watching, and
I was still on Periscope.
Yeah, we were still on Periscope. He was proposing me on Periscope. So, yeah, it was cool. But I'm like, dude, for real, you're doing this right now, and I'm like, not ready. Cause I hate surprises, y'all. I really do. I hate surprises.
Goodness. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, Bochy's Place Fundraiser is what this is for. Doing this live Q&A, answering questions. Ask us any question you like here, live comment, and we will answer them if we want to. But we're raising money for Bochy's Place. We've raised $280 so far. We're raising $1,000 by December 31st. Mm-hmm. So donate. The link is here on Facebook. The link is there on Instagram. Link in our bio. Link on Facebook is here in the comments. And on our page, if you scroll through our page, you'll see it. Donate. Let us know you did. We'll give you a shout out. Share about the fundraiser even before you donate and after you donate. And share this video as well so we get people tuning in. It is for a good cause. We're not doing this just for our vanity. We are doing this to raise money for Bochy's Place, a good godly cause, rescuing women who have been rescued. No, the transitional home for women who have been rescued from human trafficking. Thank you.
So what were your thoughts on that day?
Well, you already went through the whole thing. The question was, how did you propose? Not how you got proposed to.
Oh,
so
it
I
was.
was supposed to answer the
That's
question.
true. It's true.
But she told the story. I guess from my end, I was just kind of like
true
scattered. Like I was like, my brother can tell you how I was. I was kind of moving all over the place, like nervous energy and all that.
Like, I remember you took your glasses off in the video. You had your glasses on, then you took them off. I'm like, you couldn't even see me.
You're up close.
Couldn't even see me walking down there. It was almost fuzzy and stuff.
How many children did I want before marriage?
More than I was willing to give him.
That varied over the years. I think I always was around the number of like 4 at one point.
But we're keeping our children number a mystery right now.
Yeah. Oh, good thing. I was about to say it too.
We ain't putting it out there right now. Okay.
But it varied over the years. But before we got married, we came to an agreement on what we wanted. So we're good there. There wasn't a whole bunch of like arguing or anything about that. People get crazy with that stuff. We both knew we wanted children. It wasn't hard to come to agreement on a number. So we will discuss that soon. I know
Mama Gina, she's like, I want to know.
I didn't know we were keeping it because I would have been told you. Mom, you could have asked me and I would have told you. I didn't know we were secret.
Oh, you just now know finding out that.
I think now I remember you saying that, but I forgot that was the thing because I was about to say it. What does my family think of you?
They love me. They love me. They adore me. You hear me? Do you hear me?
And vice versa.
Do you hear me? The Barnes family, they love them some Cacie. Like, yes. And I swear to God that my mama likes him better than she likes me.
Wait, who?
My mama likes you better than she likes me.
Oh.
They love Jalen. They love him. So.
They really do. What does my friend think of you?
I'm your friend.
Time out. This is good. We're gonna make a whole video on this one. This is some garbage right here. This question. This whole I got a friend who I'm closer to than my spouse. Heck no. Your spouse should be your best friend, and that's it. Same sex, opposite sex, don't care. Your spouse should be your best friend above anyone else. And if y'all not yet, because y'all just met, but y'all getting married tomorrow, that's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. But the goal should be we're gonna be best friends, and we're gonna know all each other's secrets more so than somebody else gonna know. And I ain't gonna be talking about my friend, talking about my spouse to my friend, because we ain't communicating. So I'm gonna go talk about you to my friend. That don't work.
Well, I think you went deep on that, babe.
I did go deep.
I think that the question is just probably the same idea as the family. What was their first impression of me?
Well, my friend's my brother, and he likes you, so we're good.
Yeah, our friend circle is very small. So, and
that
then
sounded bougie, but
no, but I'm serious though. We've always had a small friend circle, and we shared
all the same friends.
So
there really wasn't a whole lot of friend introduction that had to go on. We had all the same friends, so it is pretty simple. I think everybody was just like, yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, I think some people was like, finally.
What's my worst habit?
I'm trying to list them.
And
trying to just pick one. Well, I want to say it's your worst habit, and we really try not. Honestly, to God, like, we really try not to focus on each other's bad habits and things and put it out there. But if there's one thing that you do that kind of annoys me is you're very fidgety as a person. Like, you're always doing something with your fingers, toes, and just moving all the time. It's like, babe, can you just like not be fidgety? And then you pop your knuckles like we be sitting down conversating and it's like, stop that.
She's talking. She doesn't like me doing other stuff. She don't like me to yawn. She don't like me to grab my knuckles. She don't like me to fidget. She wants me to like...
No, babe. It's just the way you do it. Because when I'm talking and you yawn, you like... I mean, like a lion. Like, it's so disruptive to the conversation. Like, I just... But hey.
I can't say that you have a worse habit as much as just certain things you do that I don't necessarily like, but it's not really habitual. So it's kind of a hard question to answer. So I'm going to leave that one alone.
Because I'm perfect.
What is my best habit?
Your best habit? No, seriously, babe. You are good at encouraging me. You are. You really are. You do. You're really good at encouraging me. And you always highlight all the good about me. You like stuff about me that I don't like about me. And so yeah, you're really good at encouraging and uplifting and just being like, babe, you can do this. You know, you're 100% supportive husband. So I like that. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't consider that a habit with Superstar. I guess we're talking about best qualities.
Well, you get...
No, that's fine. I'm saying, so now I think why does the scope of what I can come up with. I would say your attention to detail is extremely helpful. Stuff that I don't pay attention to or don't think about. I can just take for granted that Cacie will think about. Up to a fault, but it works.
Okay, now so you add a little bit of salt on that.
I'm saying, but no, that's extremely helpful to me, so we'll go with that. Who wears the pants in a relationship? This was not a godly put together list. Okay. It's a very secular list here. Well, but the moment neither of us wearing pants, we're wearing onesies, so I don't know.
I know, right?
I know that Jesus wears the pants in our relationship. There you go.
Boom. In your face.
If you could get rid of one thing that belongs to me, what would it be? Y'all trying to cause divorces with this, Jane.
Those blue shorts.
Where'd you get these questions from?
Those blue shorts.
I actually thought you threw those away one time. I couldn't find them.
Those blue shorts. He got some raggedy blue shorts.
I ain't worn them in a long time, though.
Babe, thank God. He has some raggedy blue shorts that he just...
You always need one pair of raggedy clothes to wear around the house, so do work.
He's been wearing those raggedy blue shorts before. And I wish to God he would get rid of blue shorts. I hate those things. But somehow they just don't go away.
I don't forget nothing that I would get rid of. I wanted you to get rid of some of your stuffed animals when you first got married.
Don't touch my stuffed animals.
Because I was like, baby, we need some space.
I do have a lot of stuffed animals. I literally have garbage bags full of...
Babe, I think we get along pretty well because some of these questions really just don't apply to us.
Okay, that's good though.
No, it is a good thing. I'm just saying we get along. We really do.
Well, if you see all the marriage videos we watch and books we read and stuff, good Lord. Since high school. Your dad said he had those blue shorts since high school.
I have had
and he still has them today, and they're raggedy. I wish he would get rid of them.
I mean, I've had them since I was at least 14, 15, which would be about 10 years.
It's taking too long. You just put your age out there.
Oh, there you go. Who is the better cook? That's Cacie. Does she like my burgers?
Yes, he makes bomb burgers. For real.
So I'll take Burger King hat. What do we argue most about? We don't have any continuing arguments. We just deal with it, whatever it is. So there's no what do we argue most about because it's a new argument. It's an argument. It's a new thing. So
I don't like the word argument. We intensely talk about things sometimes, but we don't argue. Like, that kind of thing.
Have you ever pretended to sleep at all to avoid an argument? How would that even work?
No, I don't think so.
My dad said maybe I had those shorts since middle school.
Junior high.
I might have had them.
He bought them, so he probably remembers.
What was our last argument about? Y'all nosy, man. Once again, these questions really don't apply to us.
Okay, this is the unorganic question. Right?
Yeah. What was the last text message I sent you? Okay, these questions are getting personal. Let's make our own questions. How about that? Anybody got any questions y'all want to ask us? Because some of these questions are random. We should have curated this.
Man, you just got.
Oh, here's a good one. Who is more affectionate?
You are. Definitely.
Think so?
No, I know so.
I think I'm consistently more affectionate.
I mean, we're both affectionate to one another, but I think that if anybody was observing our lives, they would probably say you are probably more affectionate. Because, he's very cuddly and very squeezy. He would squeeze and just be all up on and touch and all of that stuff. It might be just a man thing. I don't know.
That's not really affection, though. That's more just...
No, but you are, though, babe, because you would really... I mean, we both do it, but I think you just maybe 10% more than I do. 10% more.
When you say you're affectionate other ways, though, like, because that all just... Affection isn't just a physical thing.
That's true.
There's, you'll buy things for me that I'm not even thinking about. Because if something gets in your head that I'm doing without something, and, like, I don't care because I just will run something down to the ground... You'll go, you'll get it, and I will really appreciate it.
I guess you have to define what's affectionate.
Affectionate, I think, is just a display of your care for someone, do something that you do. Yeah. It can be physical, it can be monetary, it can be any number of things. But yeah, like you said, because of someone, a casual observer might say me because I think I'm displaying it more constantly in consistent gestures and more physical and all that. But, but we always like, kiss every day, kiss every morning.
We have our love language and it works for us, okay?
What is something that we enjoy doing with each other? Binge watching stuff. We will just Netflix.
And commenting on bad movies.
Yeah.
Sometimes
we purposely watch bad movies.
Sometimes on purpose we will watch bad movies just so that we can comment and laugh, and it's something that we do on a regular. Yeah. So that's fun.
That's something that we do. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Who's the more romantic one?
You.
Yeah, that is true.
You understand, my husband is very epic in his romanticism.
I read a lot of books. And even if I'm not saying like I read romantic books, I didn't read romance novels, but every good story has a romance plot line in it, no matter what the story is about. It could be action, be adventure, sci-fi, whatever. And that stuff appealed to me. So I built up for years. Like, I always wanted to be married. I had this build up for years of how I was going to be romantic with whoever my spouse was, and the gestures and the thoughts
I felt like the first 3 months of our marriage, he unleashed every gesture that he had pre-planned since he was like 10 years old on me.
She didn't appreciate all of them. It didn't land as well as I'd hoped.
And he's so epic about everything. But I will tell you, I'm going to tell you this one thing that he did for me that I absolutely love. That makes me cry to this day.
I don't know what this is.
I'm about to tell it. You know what it is. When I tell you, you know exactly what it is. Before we got married, every day that we were dating, he wrote a poem or a story about our relationship. And he wrote that up until the day we got married. And he gave me this book of all his thoughts about me. The day we got married, and every so often before we go to bed, he would read one of those stories to me or his poem. And
I had to read it because she didn't.
I can't see handwriting sometimes. But it really touches my heart. And even when we were dating, sometimes he wrote this story, this whole saga about a prince trying to find his princess. And, you know, I used to get off of that. He would send me stories at night. He would email them to me, and he would always leave a cliffhanger. And I'd be like, where's the rest of the story? Even though I know it was about us, but it was just like, where's the rest of the story? So he's a great storyteller. So I would say that to me, that always touches my heart. When you write, you know, I love reading his writing, so he did that for me. Yes, I would. Yes.
My mom gave us the definition of affection.
Okay, definition of affection is a gentle feeling of fondness or liking. She felt affection for the wise old lady. Okay, no, it's like part.
That does give you the
love, liking, tenderness, warmth, devotion, endearment, and
so a gentle feeling of fondness.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Or liking. Okay, well. I guess
go.
I gently feel you more than you. I don't know. Oh goodness. Who's the funny one?
Anytime, either one of us.
We're both goofy, really.
I know that sometimes he don't in everyday life he don't come off as goofy, but behind the scenes,
yeah. I like doing silly stuff. I can make her laugh, but the reaction I'm looking for from her is not so much a laugh, but it's an eye roll. That's how I know that I've made an impact. She'll roll her eyes or something, or she'll like slap at me or something to get me to leave. I'm doing something in front of her. So. I'm
very coarse in my display of affection.
That, yes.
He didn't get it. He's
so
like,
this whole Lifetime movie, she giggles, covers her mouth, and then like blushes, all that. No,
not Cacie.
If she rolls her eyes, I know I got you. So I got you. Because it's like she's annoyed that you broke through her exterior and got to her emotions. That you made her feel.
That is
she's annoyed that you made her feel. And so she'll roll her eyes. That's how you know.
I'm annoyed. Y'all don't understand, y'all. The Barnes family, they broke me, man. Y'all broke me, and I was mad about that. Because I was prideful in my ability
she was very stoic
to not show my emotions.
In control.
Did I have issues? Yes, I did. But God is the healer. Praise God. But I would get annoyed when he would hit that spot that make me like him. I was like, you did it again.
So I think my journey in marriage is just to annoy her as much as possible. Mm-hmm. And that's how I get into her heart, by annoying her. It's really weird, but it's funny. It works for us. Who is more outgoing? Cacie is. Yes. She'll force me to be outgoing. No, I don't want to be outgoing. She'll let Jalen. Focus. Pay attention.
You would think
interact with the group.
I know. I have to tell him. I said, babe.
I don't want to interact.
I said, babe, we're going to dinner.
I want to stay in my world.
We're friends. I'm gonna need you to put your phone away. I'm gonna need you to interact, look in people's eyes when you talk.
I don't want to. I want to stay with myself in my brain in my little fancy world. I enjoy it there.
It's safe. You're a safe place.
It's my I enjoy place. When I stuff be outside, be boring. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go into my brain. We prefer to stay in or go out on a Friday night. Probably honest with y'all, we probably would prefer to stay in a lot of times. Yeah. I think sometimes we feel like we should be doing something, but we're both like we wouldn't have a problem with just like ordering some food, staying there, and watch someone Netflix.
I mean, after you go out so many times and watch movies and eat at places, I mean, it's always something to do. But I think default it is staying home, watching Netflix, ordering our favorite food, and just talking, just chilling. But we do like to go out. We do go out. We do stuff.
All right, we're rolling up on 9 o'clock here, so it's been an hour. So I think we should wrap it up.
Maybe like 2 more questions.
All right, well you choose then, because we only got 2 to choose from. Just highlight stuff is what we haven't done yet. While you're looking at that, we are raising money for Bochy's Place. $1,000 by December 31st. If you're watching this video, link is in the description of this video. Link is in the comment if you're watching it live. Link is in our bio if you're watching this on Instagram. Give to Bochy's Place. We've already raised $280. We're aiming to raise $1,000 by December 31st. Bochy's Place is a transitional home for women who've been rescued from human trafficking. It is a great godly cause. We're running out of time on Instagram, actually.
Ooh, Instagram. Y'all, so we're about to log out Instagram. Go to our links in our bio to give, to support, and we're about to sign out anyway. So we will see you guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your questions. Love you guys. Link in bio. Go check it out. Go give.
And share this video. Share because share the link. And if you know somebody who wants to give, share it to them. Email it to them. Post it on our Facebook page. Tell people, hey, give to this thing. It's a good Christmas gift. Thank you. Oh goodness. Share that. Okay. So Facebook, I guess we need to wrap it up too, so everything's even. But we thank you for tuning in. You want to do one last question? I'll let you one last question.
Yeah, let's see. What is my best?
The best gift they ever gotten for you.
I don't like this one.
Oh, best physical trait. What's my best physical trait, babe?
Well, I got two, but the one I'm going to say on camera is your eyes. I love your eyes.
I guess I have to say the same thing too.
Keep it PG. Or keep it G.
Yeah, that's about it.
I like it.
Well, I just put it like this: all inclusive, your body. I enjoy your body.
I know you do, babe. You do.
I could start dividing pieces, but I'm gonna just say your body. I enjoy her body.
You do. You tell me that often. I'm glad you like it, even when I don't like it sometimes.
You might like it a little too much. Sometimes you be like, oh goodness. I was going to say, what's the best gift that I ever got for you?
My ring. Oh, look, your mom's going up here. My ring is probably the best gift you've given me because it symbolizes everything that we are to each other.
I thought the best gift I ever got you was your Zuka bag.
It was one of your biggest first gifts because that wasn't a cheap bag at all.
Wasn't that?
And I was so.
That's why I say it's the best gift I ever got.
I know. Maybe from your end. But
it was.
I think the book that I was telling you about just a minute ago was your best gift.
Oh.
Your book of love to
It's
me.
like I need to write some more books.
Yes, you do need to write some books. I'm telling you, one day God's going to allow him to release a book of love, because you actually were starting on something. I was putting it out there. I know I'm putting your business out there.
Yes, you are.
But you were starting on something, but you know, the timing wasn't right. Stuff got in the way. But he can really write, and I mean it's beautiful, and I love it when he writes. So I'm looking forward to the day where you will just write what's in your heart, because it will touch lives, and it's beautiful. Makes me cry every time.
Best gift you ever got me? You know, it's weird. I was trying to think of like birthdays and Christmases when you got me stuff, but you get me stuff like just random times. Mm-hmm. So I can't even focus in on one particular thing. Stop.
No.
Okay. Well, the connection's losing. We need to stop doing.
Are you talking too long?
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up, guys. So thanks so much for watching.
Finish your best gift.
Okay. Well,
don't leave them like that. That's rude. I want to know. What's my best? Oh, that's my dinner. It's done. Food was your best.
See, here's the thing. There are actually some things I'm thinking of, but once again, I'm trying to keep this G-rated. So,
why that face, babe? Really?
I'm thinking. I'm trying to cancel out all the non-G-rated things, and focus in on like tangible things you gave me. The best gift you ever given me is your love and your attention.
So whack. Well, okay, I got it.
All I can say right now. Goodness. Praise Jesus. Yep.
Alright, so this was fun.
We should do this again.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Please give it a fundraiser. Once again, share it. Just share it to somebody else that you think will be willing to give, and let them know. Once again, any amount, because if more people know about it, and more people start sharing it, we get something done here. Get some momentum. So thank you so much for watching. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Go to our YouTube channel, Jalen Cacie Stories, because there's a lot that we talk about ourselves up there.
Yes, and just so y'all know, just so that those of you who follow us on YouTube, we did change our schedule on how we upload our daily vlogs. So today's vlog will be posted on tomorrow, and the Tuesday or Wednesday, and so forth. We had to do it that way so that we won't burn ourselves out, because we do a lot of stuff. And guess what, y'all? We got our editing skills is going up on a level. My husband's actually starting to do what he knows how to do. I'm proud about that.
We are currently at $300 now.
Yes.
So we did that as we got there as a result of doing this video. So help us get the rest of the way. $700 to go.
700. We can do it. We can do it. We got like 2 weeks to reach 1,000.
Yeah, we can do it. It's not hard at all.
Do it. Absolutely.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.